Hey guys, JH01 here, and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing another mystery tackle box slam. I cannot wait to get in this box. In fact, we're gonna do just that. We're gonna go and get right into this box. But before we do that, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about mystery tackle box. Now, if you've never heard of mystery tackle box, it is fishing simplified. Every month you get a box just like this, delivered in the mail full of fishing products, and you save up to 40% on retail prices for the baits that are in this box right here. Not only do you get new baits that you may never have tried before, but you get to learn new techniques and new styles of fishing, and that's what I personally like about this box here. So if you've never picked up one of these before and you want to get into it, click on the link in the very top of the description below, or use my code JHMiller to get your first ever box for $10. So let's go ahead and crack into this thing and see what we got this month. So first thing we've got here is a little bait card. This is going to show you what is in your box. Remember, not every box is the same, so what came in my box might be completely different than the box that you get. So let's go and put that down. Next, we've got the Dibble tips and tricks. This will show you a little bit about the baits that are in the box and just some tips and tricks that you might not have known about fishing these things. Next, now I really like these. These are some Magic Minnows. They're little paddle tail swim baits you can see here. These things are going to be really good, and they're weedless too. The pond that we're actually fishing today is a bunch of grass, so I'm going to be swimming these things through grass, and hopefully we will link up some big fish on these. Next up, we've got the Exo Ribbon 7-inch worm. I've always wanted to pick up some of these things. They look really nice, and I know that they catch big fish. So we've got that. And to pair up with that, we've got some Mustad 4-aught EWG hooks. Now, I love EWG hooks. These are the hooks I use with literally everything. So these things are going to fit right into my arsenal. Next, still in the worm department, we've got some big bite baits. I wouldn't even say finesse worms, but they're black and blue and they're ribbed, so we're gonna be picking up a lot of air on the way down to the bottom. These will be good on a Texas rig as well. I'm probably gonna Texas rig both the Exo worm and these. So yeah, this is the next bait that came in my box. Now, if you guys know me, you know I love spinner baits, and the next bait is Carl's Amazing Baits spinner bait right here. As you can see, this is a 1/2 ounce bait. It looks quite nice. It's a double willow blade. One of them's gold and another one's silver. So we got this spinner bait right here. And to match up with that spinner bait, MTB went ahead and gave me some split tail trailers by Cream. I actually caught my PB bass, which was 7 pounds 14 ounces, with one of these paired up with a chatterbait. So I know these little split tails work, and I'm gonna be throwing that on the spinner bait. Next up, I almost missed it. We've got a cool little sticker right here. I've got a few of these little stickers now. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put these things. I'm not gonna lie, this thing looks freaking sick. So before I forget about that, there's the sticker. And the final baits we have here are 2 crankbaits. We've got a deep diving crankbait. As you can see here, this thing goes down to 12 feet. It might be a little bit too big for this pond, but I know it gets up to 25 feet out there towards the middle, so this thing should work fine. And finally, this is probably my favorite bait, like anticipation-wise, coming out of this box. It's a Great Lakes Agitator. It's a little lipless crankbait. I love the colorway on this thing. It just looks really nice. So we're gonna go out there and rip this through some grass and see if we can't get on some fish. So those are the baits that came in my box for this month. Again, if you want to check out Mystery Tackle Box, use that link in the very top of the description below, or my code JHMiller to get your first box for as little as $10. So let's get out to the pond, guys, and let's catch some fish. Let's do this. All right, so we're gonna crack this baby open. I think that we are gonna start out with the big bite black and blue worms. It's real cool. It even has its own little eyes on it. That's cool. So we're just gonna be hooking this up Texas rig style. As you can see, putting it right through, flipping it around, and pushing it back enough where I can get that hook buried in there. There we go. So that's kind of flush with the bait, as you can see right here. So yeah, this is the ideal way. We're gonna go test this thing out. Let's see how it looks in the water first. Oh yeah, she sinks nice and slow. Those ribs really slow it down as it falls through the water. There's a grass line that shoots out to the left right here. What I'm gonna take this thing and shoot it out there where that grass line should be. So it's just gonna float down nice and slow. If there's any fish suspended at all, they're just gonna see this thing falling nice and majestically right in front of them. I'm a little bit worried. I've always heard this saying, when the wind is coming out of the west, the bite is the best when it's coming out of the east, you catch the least. And today it's coming directly out of the east. So there's a fish on the swim, swimming it in, and this little buddy said, all right, I'm eating it. Just as I was talking about how I was a little bit worried about the bite, buddy right here came up and just knocked all those worries right away. All right, small, tiny fish, but we'll take him. So that knocks off the big bite baits. Now, just to ensure that I go ahead and get both this and the exo worm knocked off, I'm gonna go and put this down and put the worm on, just so that it's a guaranteed knock. We're gonna reach down in here into the box of dreams and get ourselves an exo worm. Now, this is the same concept as the big bite baits. And we're just gonna take one out, and this is more of a red color, like a craw almost. Pull it right through, and now this thing's ready to go. Again, a little 3/16 ounce bullet weight. This thing's just gonna float it down through the water. Oh, dude, this is money. I might end up fishing this thing after I catch fish on it, just because it looks so good. That's one. Got him. Baby fish. Flip her up. Smaller than the last one, but a bass is a bass. Gonna pop this off, toss him back. Now, because that is my last bait that I'm gonna be using for like Texas rig style baits, I'm gonna throw this just a little bit more, just see if I can't get a bigger fish. I think it's definitely possible. After this cast, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this thing off and throw on the spinner bait. That's a fish. Another baby. The dinks are just up shallow today, man. Look at this. Guys, we're going in the wrong direction. We're getting smaller as we go instead of getting bigger. Dark fish. This thing's been up shallow. The little thing right there on the spinnerbait catches that soft plastic, holds it on there. So that's the final look. Loving it. That looks beautiful. Right along the grass line. Sink it a little bit, not too much, because that's a fish. Decent one. Feels good. This is a good little fish, guys. Can't tell if this is the fish right here or if this is him pulling me into grass. It feels like the fish. Oh yeah, guys, this is a good one. Good fish, guys. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Look at that. That's how we do it. Solid 3-pounder. Yeah, you can see he's been caught before there. That's cool. Beautiful fish. Very long, and he bit it hard. I'm gonna keep throwing the spinnerbait for a little bit. Thank you, buddy. Get him back out there. That's a fish. Not big at all. Not big at all, but it is a fish. Number 2 on the spinnerbait. Flip her up. Not a massive fish by any means, but you guys know me. Fish is a fish. All right, we've got the lipless crankbait out. I am really intrigued by this. As I mentioned earlier, I think this is my favorite bait that's come in the box. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I'm a sucker for shad color baits, especially crankbaits. And even more so, lipless crankbaits. It's just, they look so good. Oh yeah, guys. This thing sinks so slowly. This is beautiful. Let's just rip one out there to the middle. I'm sure if I get bit on this thing, I'm gonna know it. Giant. That's like, oh well, maybe not giant. I wouldn't even say a giant. He felt huge. Oh well, she's a good one. That's a good fish. I said giant because that thing knocked slack in my line on the hook set. Look at that. What a beautiful fish too. That's an easy 3. I wouldn't give it 3.5. You're gonna find yourself back into the lake. Okay, here we go. Get back in. There you go, head on your way. Well, that's 1. We knocked off this bait already. First cast. I am so looking forward to throwing this one. Big paddle tail swim bait, weedless, but to me this looks almost like a bass, baby bass color. Has that little green flake, kind of pearl white, and a little bit of yellow. I think there's a secondary, I was gonna say there's a secondary deeper hole over there, but I got one. So no land a second chance is needed for this thing, unless the unthinkable happens. Please no, please get in here. Swing her up on the paddle tail. Good stuff. There we are, another little baby, but fish is a fish. Now this one, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm just gonna be straight honest. I'm a little bit worried about this because this is a 12-foot diving freaking beast of a crankbait. I'm a little bit worried that this is gonna be a touch shallow here at the pond for this thing. All right, on the boat. I don't know if it even gets deep enough. Try to tip this thing. That's definitely the deepest this pond gets. This thing's actually not even hitting bottom, so I'm definitely in the right area. Yeah, this is it. Guys, if I'm gonna catch a fish on this crankbait, it's gonna be out here. That's a fish. That's a fish. That's a fish. Fighting pretty good. It's a good one. It's a good fish. Oh my god, it's a giant, dude. This is a tank. Oh my god. Whew. That's a good one. Freaking barely hooked too. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna get a weight on it because it isn't too crazy big. We'll get a picture of him though. Solid 3.5, 4. Okay. Back in the water. It's a better fish. God, this thing's fighting. This thing is like the most fighting fish I've ever had on a spinnerbait. Saw a little 2.5 pounder. That's a fish. Grass. Got me wrapped. Feels like a big fish. Oh my gosh, what took the pole out of my hand? Oh, that's a big fish. That's like a giant, guys. Oh my god, that's like a giant. Ooh. Look at that, guys. There we go. Good 3-pounder. Oh. Don't tell me he just had the tail. No, he didn't, but that's a big fish. Big one. Guys, this is a big one. Guys, I made it. This is a big one. Yep, that's what I thought. He's in grass. Easy 3.5, maybe 4. Oh, or maybe bigger. Took the hook on him, I knew what was up. Easy 3.5, I'd say. I missed him once. Casted right back over there, and there he was. Alrighty guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Again, if y'all have never got a mystery tackle box before and you want to try one out, use my code JHMiller, or again, the link in the very top of the description below, and you can get your first box for as little as $10. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe down below if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a beat. And until next time, JHMiller 1 out. See ya.